If you think that humanoid robots are advanced enough to replace human partners, in my opinion, you need to think it twice. Why? Basically, I'd just like to give you an example of humanoid robots. Whether humanoid robots are capable to understand double entendre or not. What is double entendre? Double entendre is something, a phrase, it could be a phrase, it could be a word, which identify multiple meanings of words at the same time, right? I'd like to give you an example first. Suppose if you think about the popular TV show, The Office, okay, one phrase was often used. That is what she said. That is what she said. This phrase is often used humorously to imply a physically intimate connotation to an innocent statement, right? So this kind of sentence, this kind of phrase basically represents double entendre. Double entendre or double entendre, whatever you want to call it. In any case, there are a lot of other examples of course I will discuss in this video, and I would also like to tell you that replacing a human is not that easy, and this is a very subtle example of why humanoid robots are still lacking far behind, and why it will take so much time that we cannot imagine at present. All those section of people claim that they have achieved something or that thing or those things, but this is the best possible example, because as a human being we can understand double entendre or double entendre based on its context, based on its meaning. We can get that meaning, we can get that connotation lying behind the sentence or word, but a humanoid robot is still lacking behind. And basically a humanoid robot's understanding of double entendre is limited by its current level of artificial intelligence. So we'll talk about this in this video, this topic. So let's get into it. Hello and welcome to Entendre, a channel for intelligent and curious people like you. Before we proceed, let me tell you one thing. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And if you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support. First of all, it's true that humanoid robots, of course, can process language, identify multiple meanings sometimes of words, but it lacks the nuanced understanding of context, social cues, and cultural references that are essential for fully comprehending double entendre. Let me give you some more examples of double entendre, because maybe you would like to familiarize yourself with these examples. Suppose a sentence, consider a sentence like, I lost my keys last night, I looked everywhere. I again repeat, I lost my keys last night, I looked everywhere. This sentence can be interpreted literally or to suggest an encounter which actually indicates some kind of physical intensity. And if you consider some literary examples, like The Most Dangerous Game, the title itself is a double entendre. It can refer to hunting animals or to a dangerous game of cat and mouse. The most dangerous game, right? Consider Shakespeare's plays. Many of Shakespeare's plays, particularly his comedies, are filled with double entendre. For example, in Hamlet, the character Polonia says, to be or not to be? That is the question. Very famous quotation, you know. This line can be interpreted literally or as a reference to an activity which you can understand. Of course, that refers to some kind of physical intimacy. Yes. And if we consider some more everyday examples, like I'm feeling a little under the weather today. Sometimes people say, I'm feeling a little under the weather today. Little under the weather today. This type of phrase can mean that you are physically ill. It's possible that you are physically ill, so you think that you are feeling a little under the weather, or that you are feeling a bit tipsy. Okay. Next example is, I am going to go ahead and let myself in. This can mean you are going to enter a building without knocking, right? Or that you are going to make an advance, which refers to some kind of physically intimate act. So, the effectiveness of a double entendre often depends on the context and the audience's understanding of the implied meaning. Now, in this place, our humanoid robot might approach a double entendre by its four features, right? Number one is language processing. Consider language processing feature. The robot's language processing capabilities allow it to identify the different meaning of words and phrases. That is okay. It can access vast amounts of data that is available online to understand the various contexts in which words are used. Now comes the contextual analysis, which is very important, right? The robot can attempt to analyze the context of the conversation to determine the most likely meaning of the double entendre. It can consider factors such as the topic of conversation, the speaker's tone of voice, and any visual cues, body gestures, and etc. Number three is limited understanding of nuance. Because robots' understanding of social cues, cultural references, and subtle nuances is still very, very limited. It may struggle to recognize the intended meaning of a double entendre if it relies solely on its language processing capabilities. It's not possible for it to understand the inner meaning, the context, the social cues, the cultural reference, everything together. Now, in return, what might happen? Many things might happen, because potential misinterpretation without a deep understanding of human social interaction. The robot may misinterpret a double entendre, leading to an unintended consequences or awkward responses, which is quite natural, normal in this case. So, I would like to add here that humanoid robots are becoming increasingly sophisticated. It's okay, it's all right. Their ability to understand double entendre, although still remains limited, but it's still getting more and more sophisticated every day. And as artificial intelligence technology, AI technology continues to advance, we may see that robots that are better equipped to handle the complexities of human language and social interaction. Of course, they can understand, or they can reach that level of human beings that they still could not achieve. Hopefully, in 5 years or in 10 years, maybe it will take 20 years, hopefully it will reach. But still now, if you think that human robots are there, so they will replace humans in a few hours or something like that, I think, in my opinion, you must think twice. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please subscribe, share with your friends. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye, stay safe, and take care.